And then last question, to do with free agency is Kemba Walker going to the Boston Celtics a good move? Would it be a good fit on that team?
I think it's a good move, but not as the final move. I think it would be a good move per se if, from what I hear from rumors, the Boston Celtics are trying to be that third team and that proposed Rockets, Philadelphia sign and trade 3-team deal, with the Celtics thinking of getting Capella in that deal. Kemba Walker is a pretty good, it's as good as a replacement you can get for Kyrie Irving. What I do like about that signing is that Walker is in his prime. The guy's 29 years old. The guy's a shoot first point guard, similar to Kyrie Irving, and Boston already has a system in place. You already saw it with the predecessor of Kyrie Irving before with Isaiah Thomas. A short point guard, shoot first.
Oh yeah, I have
The
heard
guy,
that point brought up.
the guy flourished, under that system. Kyrie Irving, he killed it, in that system as well. And Kemba Walker, I think, is gonna fit more than fine with that system, but not with as much baggage as Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
The guy has the leadership. He's been a champion with in UConn. The guy's been able to lead, a pretty bad Hornets team, to a series win. And I think he'll mesh better with that young squad of Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown than Kyrie Irving will. But
Completely agree.
we'll see what happens because last year everybody was saying, hey, Boston, is going to be the champion, they're the favorites, and that
Yeah, I did
imploded.
believe Boston was gonna go deeper.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think Kemba to Boston is a good move, but to me, I think Kemba to almost any team would have been a good move because I believe Kemba he's like one of those rare players that in a sense could fit virtually anywhere, and it's just the way he carries himself. He has a very calm, cool, collected demeanor, and I feel like he would be able to mesh with almost any team, and just he wouldn't let ego or tension get in the way. And I know a lot of people lately, I see a lot of shows point out his ball dominance, but I believe that stat isn't necessarily accurate on portraying the type of player that he actually is, because in Charlotte it's like he needs to dominate the ball because there really isn't anyone else of his caliber that could do it. So it's like he has to not just lead the team but basically carry it and have the ball on him most of the times because nobody else can create shots as well as he can. If he had a second superstar though, I don't think that stat would be so sky high. So in the right team, I believe he would share the ball more and know how to distribute it as a true point guard. And then he just has a presence and character about him that is just calm, cool, collected, and as well clutch. And he just needs the right team to display that to the public, and I feel like Boston could be that team. And what also works out with Boston is that Boston has a good young core, and Kemba's veteran presence could help lead and teach along the way to that young core. And unlike Kyrie, I don't think Kemba Walker would butt heads with a lot of them, and he just doesn't really seem to care too much about star exposure or being the franchise player. Either or, he would be the franchise player regardless. But
you know what? In addition,
Yeah.
with the Celtics, is compared to the Hornets they were a team that was full of horrible contracts. They really couldn't do much. Regarding free agency, the Celtics, Danny Ainge has been building up, assets for plenty of years. And he has a pretty good asset I believe he has the first round pick for the Memphis Grizzlies for next year. And in addition, as I brought up earlier in the episode, they're not done quite yet. They're trying to get into the talks with sign and trade with the Rockets and the Philadelphia 76ers regarding Jimmy Butler. They can get somebody, for example, like a Clint Capella, which he's a 25-year-old center, is entering his prime, to replace Al Horford. That's gonna be a pretty good mix. Clint Capella, Jason Tatum, Kemba Walker, Jaylen Brown, just to name you a few.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good squad. I'm not gonna say they're gonna make it to the finals because I think probably the Bucks or the Raptors if Kawhi comes back, they can run it back there. But the Celtics have the assets, to be able to build around Walker better, and there's already a system in place that Brad Stevens already has that has worked in the past before.
Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, I would have. Well, it's not confirmed. It's not done yet, but I would like to see Kemba in. I think Lakers would have been a good fit with him for him. Him, LeBron, and AD would have been nice to see. And on that note,
so many notes.
All right, guys. On that note, we'll just let it go. We got a couple more topics we'll touch upon. Free agency summer is going crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear any of the background sound. But until next time, take care.
Ball talk deep.